Good morning. As you would have seen, I haven't put a video out for a while. Not that I haven't been fishing, made a couple of mistakes really on my last couple of sessions. So I had done a two-nighter at Marsh Trail Lakes. Decided that the first sort of 12 hours, 24 hours didn't go too well. Didn't do any recording really on that first sort of 24 hours, and then typically on the last evening, going into the in the evening, I put a rod where I saw them show the night before. Had a 24-pound mirror and an 18-pound common about an hour later. So I thought, thinking typical, since you don't do any recording catch. That was with my colleague and the Wandering Fisherman. He's got his own channel. That was with him. I then brought him up here where we are today, Wissett Lake. Come around on a day session. By the time we got the rods out about 10-11 o'clock, again thought no point doing it, it's only a day session. And then again last hour, I think it was a 23-pound common and a small mirror. So I'll put the pictures up of those fish just after this clip. Today you join me and Lee at Wissett Lake again, just in a day session. I thought we'll record this time because I know what will happen. I won't record and I'll go and catch again. So chances are, now I've done this bit of recording, I'll probably blank. But we'll do a few shorts. We'll look at rigs and that later on when we obviously cast back out again. Probably do a bit of recording with Lee a bit later on, and we'll catch you later on.
You're making a plan. That's the first step to turning your dreams into reality. But remember, a plan without action is just a wish. Write it down, break it into steps. Take the first move, no matter how small. Every great success started with a plan, but it was the execution that made it happen. Don't overthink it. Start. Adjust as you go. Stay focused. Stay disciplined. And when obstacles come, and they will, don't abandon the plan. Adapt it. Your future self will thank you for the effort you put in today. The plan is your map, but your action is the engine.
Right, here we are. This is where the rods are positioned. So me and Lee are just fishing the same swim as you come in on the car park. So you need to get sort of 4 rods out and sort of cover the areas. So I'm just basically fishing where I had that 24-pound common and the small mirror beforehand. So I literally had 2 takes in the last hour. So the first one, just got my finger in there, it's just off the, it's like a dip in the snag. It's got one in there. That's where I had that 24 pounder from. And I've just got one kind of middle in here. I'm not using a great deal of bait, just mainly boilie crumb, a little bit of hemp, and mainly liquid really. That's what I used last time. You don't want to be polling it in, obviously this time of year with it being cold, especially as we've had a sort of the cold snap within the last week or so. I think it's even going to get worse next week. Just thought we'll come out on sort of New Year's Day, give it a go, try and get the first fish in the diary. Just turn you around here. So Lee's fishing on the left hand side. I think with his I advise not kind of going near the snag there to the left, just because it's shallow. I think he's basically got his kind of in the middle again. He's just borrowed my bait boat, put out there small amounts of bait. He's using kind of fluoro pop-ups, just try and get that bite. A bit like predator fishing really, try and snare them as they come past. So yeah, we'll catch up with you later on. We'll show you rigs and stuff next time we cast out. So it'll only be a day session, so it's probably going to be dark at around 4 o'clock, but we'll do our best. Catch you later. matter what size it is, mate. Big, anything's better than a blank. Oi, oi. Nice, well in. Well, get it in the, get it on the mat, and then we'll have a look at it there, shall we? Yeah. Lovely. Thank you. Right, just after I'd done that a little bit leak, I'm in the bivvy, had a few beeps. I didn't really scream off at all, but went down there, hang it, and sort of hit the butt of the rod. We got one, so it's nothing to shout about. It's probably about £4 or £5, but it's a winter fish. Who cares? We haven't blanked again. So we'll get the rod back out. I'll show you what I'm doing in a minute. Well, we're just going to get the rod back out that we just had that fish on. So just whilst we've got it out of the water, just show you what I've used. I mean, you've seen it all before. So I use the, that's the lead-free leader. I believe that is the Finken Angler's leader. Don't use a great deal of it, as you can see. Always use a free run lead again, as you know. Always use a buffer or a stopper bead, whatever you want to call it. Basically, when the fish picks that up, obviously that will slide away. As soon as it hits that bead, bit of resistance, it generally bolts. I use the Fox run ring system, which is there. The leads I get from Donk Leads. You see them online. Great leads, great customer service as well. Wouldn't use anything else. Basic hook link. Oh, sorry, that slid away. So that's the OMC hook link. That's just the standard braid. On there, I've been started using the atomic tackle stuff. So that is the Sabre hook on there, a size 6. And then that's going down to hook bait wise, just on a blowback. That's a roasted hard hooker, topped off with a Northern Special, half a Northern Special soaked in Halo. So we'll get that back out. Hopefully we catch some more, and we'll catch up with you a bit later. Right, we're just about to put the rod out, and just before I film myself putting it in, I'll just sort of show you what I'm doing in the boat. So as you can see, that's mainly liquid. So we just got the hook bait in there, got a load of crushed roasted in there. There's some Invasion in there that I crushed up in the crusher last night. Bit of hemp, bit of pigeon conditioner. That's got some garlic salt in there, and yeah, some can't remember what that is now. Yeah, CC more spod liquid on the top of it. That's just to pull that down in the deeper water. So let's get out of there and see what we get. Well, we'll just put this back out there. It was just in the middle. Just show you where I was. I was pretty much in the middle. I thought the fish are either going to be in the middle of the lake today, or they're going to be out of the wind. So that's why I've got one to the right hand of the snags. But you do tend to find in here, from people that I've spoken to anyway, solid bags work well, especially this time of year. Just mainly putting small patches of bait out there with bit of hemp oil or just lots of liquid, hence the reason I've just put liquid over crumb. Not really a great deal of food there other than the hook bait itself. So this one was, I did have that lined up somewhere just to the right of that tree on the far bank. That's pretty much where it needs to go, a bit further. Well, that is about the spot, just there. Just drop that down. Nice little solid thump as I felt the lead down. We'll bring the boat back and then we'll hopefully get 1 or 2 more fish. We'll have a catch up with Lee. I think he's doing his own video today. If you want to check out his channel, it's the Wandering Fisherman. Sound of the brolly, the kind of under the brolly, that's quite warm. As soon as you get here, touch the water or anything, it is quite cold. I think I looked at the temperature a minute ago and it was only like 3 degrees, so temperature is not exactly great. As I said earlier on, I think the weather next week, I think we're expecting snow and ice and God knows what else. So I'd rather be fishing today than I will be next week, although I'll be back to work full time anyway, so I don't have to worry about that. I've got a day off again in a few weeks time, so we'll get another day session in there anyway. Right, we'll get this in and again we'll catch up with you later, hopefully with the fish. Right, we're just clearing the, we'll start clearing the gear away, bit of dribs and drabs, a couple of beeps, and then an absolute one toner. I just said, I'm quite optimistic that we might get another one because it's normally caught on the last knockings. Lee was away, smiling away as he was. Yeah, big smile face that says it all.
Yeah, definitely.
Now, the big news is, go, what's the big news?
PB.
PB, it is just over his PB.
PB was 9 on the nose, which I wouldn't class as a cut PB because that was on match gear on the pole, but this beauty £9.5. First carp of the winter campaign.
Yeah.
So yeah, £9.5 on the carp gear. Caught on a pineapple pop-up, nice high-vis bait over a bed of hemp, crushed boilies and a few pellets.
Very minimum amount though. When,
Yes.
like I said, you don't need a lot of bait this time of year.
Can't complain to that at all.
No, well done.
Fin perfect, pretty much.
So there's a lot of bigger ones in there, as I say, but this time of year it doesn't really matter. It's a bend in the rod at the end of the day, and I'm pleased for him because, as I say, I've been trying to teach him to catch these fish, and that just hasn't been happening. But yeah, well done.
Thank you very much.
Well, we'll get it back. Let's take a few pictures.
Yes.